President Yoon will deliver the closing statement at the final hearing of his impeachment trial today. The Constitutional Court will hold the 11th and last session to wrap up the top-level trial. And we have our Oh Soo-young standing by at the court. Hello there, Sooyoung.
Hi there, Dami.
So, Sooyoung, I believe the court will be hearing the final argument today, including from President Yoon. Let's go through what the hearing will look like today.
Sure, Dami. So President Yoon's 11th and final impeachment trial hearing will begin at 2 p.m., some 73 days after the National Assembly passed a vote to remove him from power, this coming after he declared martial law on December 3rd. Now, justices are going to review the evidence they haven't examined yet before giving both the National Assembly and President Yoon's legal teams 2 hours to present their closing arguments. Then Assembly Impeachment Panel Chair Chung-rae and President Yoon will deliver their final statements with no time restrictions. Until now, the National Assembly has argued that Yoon's declaration of martial law was illegal and unconstitutional, talking about how his orders on December 3rd were unwarranted. It's accused them of trying to blockade the National Assembly and remove lawmakers from the building in an attempt to stop them from voting to lift martial law. Meanwhile, Yoon has reportedly prepared a 40-minute-long handwritten speech. He's expected to reiterate arguments previously presented by his legal team that martial law is an executive right of the president and was declared as a warning against the dominant opposition party's tyranny in parliament that he claims paralysed government functions, as well as concerns over election fraud. In 2017, during former President Park Geun-hye's impeachment trial, the National Assembly's team spoke for 1 hour and 14 minutes, while Park's defense stretched their arguments to 5 hours and 10 minutes with 15 different speakers.
Well, Sooyoung, once the hearings conclude, the deliberation period begins. Walk us through those steps.
Right, well, Presiding Justice Chung will present his review in front of his colleagues, and all 8 of them will then vote either for or against impeachment. Then the ruling would be drafted based on the majority opinion. If the presiding judge holds a minority view, then another justice from the majority will be assigned to draft the decision. The court will then decide the date to announce the verdict, which is expected within 2 weeks after the last hearing, so that's likely to be around mid-March. If six or more of the 8 justices vote in favour of impeachment, then President Yoon will be removed from office, triggering a snap presidential election within 60 days. However, if at least 3 justices oppose impeachment, the motion will be dismissed and Yoon will immediately resume his duties.
And of course, protests for and against impeachment continue in the meantime. Sooyoung, how are things looking this morning?
Right, well, given that today would be the last hearing for President Yoon's impeachment trial, large crowds are expected to gather around the Constitutional Court. So the area around the court has been, it will be closed off for public order and safety. And there are also going to be barriers, of course, installed to stop people and also traffic from flowing in. And over the weekend, 40,000 people, they participated in protests in Central Seoul's Chung-rae district, university campuses, and in different parts of the country as well. Seoul police aim to issue a Level 1 emergency on the day that the court announces its ruling on Yoon's impeachment. A Level 1 emergency is the highest form of security alert that mobilizes all police officers and requires approval from the National Police Agency. Seoul police also plan to strengthen security measures for Constitutional Court justices who are currently receiving protection, as well as an increase in patrols in their neighborhoods. Back to you, Dami.
A day of attention lies ahead. Sooyoung, thank you for the report today.